Where you feel, yeah. Where you know, where you touch, where you feel, yeah. Yeah. Can we talk about me and you? Can we talk about the truth? I wanna know, I wanna know. Can we talk about me and you? Can we talk about me and you? Can we talk about the truth? I wanna know, I wanna know. Can we talk about me and you? Can we talk about the truth? I wanna know, I wanna know. Can we talk about me and you?
Morning, it's a spanking new day, it's a spanking new week. Talk to us this morning. Are you on your way to work? Are you just chilling at home? I wish I can be you this morning, just chilling at home. Oh, but somehow I don't wish to be you at the same time. So yeah, just enjoy yourself while I enjoy myself where I am. So tell us, what are you up to this morning? Are you running errands? Are you making breakfast for the kids? Let us know. 0809 Now, for the mummies and daddies at home, how are your little bundles of joy? Are they giving you headache because the holiday season is on and all the children are home? Listen, do you know that I have my nieces at home? You guys.
Okay, there's one lesson that's finished.
You guys on weekends now.
Oh,
you
okay.
guys. Do you know that my dad came to my room on Saturday and realized that it was locked from inside. He goes, are you locking yourself away from your children? I say, no, don't do that. Don't do that.
Your children is wild.
Don't do that.
Your children is wild.
Don't do that.
Speaking of which, on Sunday, let's say late morning, while I was trying to sleep, after I had finished the service and everything. I was trying to sleep. These children were playing outside and they were screaming and shouting. And I told my brother, if I were the president of Nigeria, schools will open mid-August. You people will not close. You will close end of July and open mid-August because what kind of noise is like?
You have not seen anything. Oh, trust me, you have not seen nothing.
Why? Because it was so loud, and one deliberately sat close to my window and was singing, and I'm like.
There was so much joy in their hearts, and they decided to just let it out with songs
window.
of
the compound is big enough. My window.
Well, they needed an audience. That child needed an audience.
I wanted to be very petty about it. So the child was singing one particular song from this K-pop Demon Hunters. So what I did was I decided, okay, we all want to make noise. Okay, I looked for the song and I played it. I was singing louder than the girl, so that we understand. Then I kept quiet. I realized she actually kept quiet also. She went silent. I was like,
so between both of you, who is a child? No, between you and that child.
I wanted to be petty at that point.
Okay.
Exactly.
So you reduced yourself to being a child just to be petty. Wow. Such an auntie you are.
I'm not that petty, so I'm not even ashamed at this point. Like, I had a cousin, he was crying on food. I was supposed to take care of him. He was crying and I'm hungry. He said, I'm hungry. At the point I was like, eat me. The next thing, he starts crying. And I'm like, why are you doing this? Me, I'm equally hungry. So I started crying with him. Both of us sat out there. And we were both crying and because we were hungry. So it's like, you are hungry, I'm hungry. I'm somebody's child too. as much as you're somebody's child. So both of us started crying. And then when he got tired, he stopped.
Well, from all indications, you'll be a very petty mom, and we
Yes.
look forward to it. Anyway,
There's this trending story in Calabar currently, as we speak this morning, that a particular lady tried to, I don't know, open someone's car, and then she was stopped there.
yeah, I saw that story, and I don't understand it up until
Yeah,
now.
and then so for you out there, if you're listening, and then just do well to reach out to us. So you tell us the full story. Give us.
So
the
she was there
gist.
for hours, just standing by the
Yeah,
door.
just standing by the door. What
And
happened?
I'm like, okay, what's going? Like, sometimes, right? I just feel like Nigeria is such an interesting country, because
Yeah.
you think you're done with one thing, and another
Boom.
thing just surfaces. Like, what is that? And the car is not even a lush car to begin with. For God's sake, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I don't mean this the wrong way. I do not mean this the wrong way. That you would say, okay, it was ritual or something. It was not a lush car. So what could possibly be the circumstance surrounding that whole fiasco? Anyway, let us know this morning if you have any update or any idea about what that was about. Tell us 0809 4444058. I'll take that again, 0809 4444058. I heard it happened at around Iman axis of Calabar South.
Okay.
So talk to us, let us know what happened. And if the lady is still standing there up until now, please talk to us, 0809 4444058. I'll take that again, 0809 4444058. You can send an SMS to that number or send a WhatsApp message to that same number, and we'll take it right here on the show. Time check is 27 minutes past hour of 7, and right now we're going on a music break. When we come back, we're moving straight to the weather focus segment. This is Show Me Love by Wiz the MC, Bees and Honey, and Tyler. Stay very close to your radio set. I'll be back before you know it.
I'm cutting dice. Look at these eyes. They're not here to please you. There was a time you could be mine. Before all that you put me through, I knew that you were trouble, but I let that you bad. I'm living in this bubble and it makes you so mad. You can say hello, but I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can watch me go, 'cause I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can say hello, but I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can watch me go, 'cause I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. Don't need you to like. Don't need you to like. You can say hello, but I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can watch me go, 'cause I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can say hello, but I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can watch me go, 'cause I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like.
Money, and of course, Tyler. It's still the Morning Bus Show right here on Unical Radio International, 103.5 FM Calabar, Cross River State, Nigeria. And right now, I'm heading straight to the next segment of the show, which is the weather focus segment. Now, today will be warm, humid, and mostly cloudy with spells of rain and possible thunderstorms across the Calabar metropolis. Temperatures are expected to range from 24 degrees Celsius to 33 degrees Celsius. Different forecast models vary somewhat on the intensity and timing of rainfall, but they agree rather that rain is likely. Now, in the morning from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m., temperature will range from 24 degrees Celsius to 29 degrees Celsius. The rain chance is around 70 to 95%. The weather condition we have expects cloudy conditions with light showers becoming more likely through the morning. Now, advisory we have if you're heading out early, go out with an umbrella and allow for possible wet roads. Now, in the afternoon from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m., temperature will range from 27 degrees Celsius to 33 degrees Celsius. The rain chance will be around 80 to 95%. The weather condition for the afternoon is rain showers are likely with the possibility of heavier showers or thunderstorms at intervals. Now, the tip for the afternoon is outdoor activities may be interrupted. Motorists should watch out for slippery roads and reduced visibility during heavier showers. Now, in the evening from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m., temperature will range from 24 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius. The rain chance will be around 40 to 80%. The weather condition for the evening is it should be gradually becoming cooler, but cloudiness and occasional showers may persist. Now, the advisory for the evening is keep an umbrella handy, particularly during the early evening. Now, the general summary for the day is temperature will range from 24 degrees Celsius to 33 degrees Celsius. The overall rain chance will be high. Now, the weather condition will be cloudy, warm, and humid with spells of rain. The general advisory for the day is today is not looking like a reliably dry day in Calabar. If you're commuting or planning outdoor activities, prepare for rain, particularly from the morning into the afternoon. And there you have it. That is the weather focus for you this morning. Ensure that you plan your day accordingly. Go out with your raincoat, with your rain boots, with your umbrella, anything that keeps you protected from the rain. Ensure that you step out with it because it's very important that you stay protected from the rain. It's not a good thing if the rain gets you drenched. So ensure that you step out with your umbrella and everything that keeps you protected from the rain.
Yeah,
Anyway,
and
that's
if it's possible, ensure you take a drop. Don't
Shane. Now
wait.
who gets
You
money? They
give
take.
them, you give them the money.
Shane. Now who get money? They take drop.
If possible, English. If possible, take a drop, right? So you literally don't need to wait until you're being drenched before you start begging or get back. And then there are some persons. I think
Taking
we
a
talked
drop
about
is
them.
so wild because,
Uh,
excuse
What
me,
happened
you would take a
to
drop and go and
ordinary
starve
rent?
in your house because you want to follow Thompson's advice.
Why would I
Okay.
take a job when I can order a ride? That's like why would I take a job like as Caesar decides?
So let's say that you're going to
example,
Atimbo. You're going to Atimbo. Atimbo is what 400 naira, 300 naira from here.
yeah.
Now you have to pay for how many seats? 3, 6, 8 seats. So 300. Let me do the math.
300 times 8, 24.
2,400 naira,
Yep.
and I'll now come and pay 24 inside what minibus.
Inside
Your
minibus.
comfort.
It's not
Hi,
comfort.
Comfort care.
So, yeah,
I don't know
like-
that ride.
Yeah, that's what you could actually order a ride. You can actually take a drop. There's
Mind you,
nothing
when
wrong.
it's falling, this cab hailing services they actually
increase. Can you
exactly they
imagine?
have something they
Just
call
within a
surge,
minute lesson
and it
about
surges.
somebody was
Okay.
telling me 200 naira. I say, Oga, what happened? He
Ah,
said because of rain. I said, but I have my umbrella. I can easily walk. So he just busted into laughing. So he thought I was new in town too because of the way people were just coming around and all of that. But then, just like I usually say, you have to know all the possible bus stops, right? So you can actually key in. And
I
then
miss
funny
the I
how
miss the
some of
days.
these
Sorry
bus
to cut
stops.
you.
Okay.
I miss the days. In as much as I see it coming back, gradually, but I miss the days where we always had bus stops in Calabar and it was shaded,
Yeah.
so people can actually run in there whenever it's raining to seek shelter.
Yeah.
It was really it was a very 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 welcome development. But I see it coming back
Back
slowly
slowly,
in
yeah.
Calabar.
And
It's
then
commendable.
Yeah, and those our other citizens, other senior citizens, who go into those places and then stay back there, litter the place and all of that. I think the Cross River State Ministry of Environment are supposed to take charge of those things.
And the dustbin close to that
Literally,
place.
they should also assign that to Kuda. So as they walk past, as they drive past some places, they could also be picking their eyes in those places, because these persons, are homeless. These persons have little one or two upstairs there, and then they need to be evacuated from those places, so that whenever it's raining like this, or whenever there is a heavy sunshade, so people could actually run in there and then take a little cover, because sometimes you get scared going into those places and boom, you just jam any of these guys, who have
mentally deranged.
Yeah, mentally deranged and all of that. So it's literally not too comfortable at some point. So I think the Cross River State Ministry of Environment, Kuda, and all of that could usually put I think the governor, this another appointment he could make, to ensure that there's an appointee that takes care of situations like this. Maybe essay to the governor on
May
bus
God
stops,
have
bus
mercy upon
stops,
your soul,
maintenance,
Dobson.
and
Anyway, that's much can take, and it is you that will give the appointment. You are the one.
He wants
You
it
will
now.
be the appointee, saddled with that responsibility. Anyway, that's much can take on that segment of the show. We're going back to the music. When we come back, I'm moving straight to the exchange rate segment right here on the Morning Bus Show. This is Young and Beautiful by Lana Del Rey. Stay very close to your radio sets. We'll be back before you know it.
I need a scarecrow after what you did, 'cause all of the birds know that I'm almost dead. I'm barely breathing, I'm barely awake. You left me in pieces, there's no more in this century. Don't wake me up, 'cause you're just a ghost inside my head. You're just a ghost, you're never there. You're just a memory on my lips.
Young and beautiful.
Young and Beautiful by Lana Del Rey. Welcome back from that short music break. The time check is 11 minutes past the hour of 8, and we're moving straight to the next segment of the Morning Bell Show, which is the exchange rate segment. And Opie Thompson will take us through that segment of the show. So, Thompson, take it away.
Okay, so from the exchange rate this beautiful morning, don't forget today is the 24th day. Oh my goodness. This even reminds me of an event that happened today far back in 2000. Well, I think I'll bring that when I'm done.
How
First we
old
start
are
with
you?
the Danish crown. Well, I'm
You
just
see, now we
32
answer story.
years.
Ask question.
You're just
32 years.
okay.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
Okay, so first we start with the Danish crown. Don't forget that just one Danish crown is costing Nigeria 210 naira, and then just one Saudi riyal is costing Nigeria 59 naira, and then one West African CFA is costing Nigeria just 2 naira, and then just one Japanese yen is costing Nigeria 8 naira, and then just one South African rand is costing Nigeria 80 naira, and then just one Swiss franc is costing Nigeria 1,680 naira. So much money. And then just one pound sterling is costing Nigeria 1,836 naira, and then one euro is costing Nigeria 1,573 naira, and then one US dollar is costing Nigeria 1,346 naira. After sort of importing heads of cow from any of these African countries, especially Sudan. But Sudan is a very rich country when it has to do with all of these kind of cow per se. Yeah, there's this particular competition that young men usually do, especially if they want to pick their spouse. They make it look like who has more than this, who take, especially when the girl is very beautiful and tall, yeah, and all of that. I thought of that because today happens to be that day. I'm remembering my mom, yeah, who passed on 2004, and then right from then till date, you can imagine staying all these beautiful years. So she died today, and the next day she was actually buried. This is August 25.
Oh, yeah.
And it's usually a day of remembrance for my family. Yeah. Usually we stay back, make calls for those of us who are outside, and those in Nigeria just make calls and then have to interact with each other and all of that. That will happen tomorrow anyways. Yeah.
Well, my condolences.
Thank you.
We're sure that your mom is resting in the
Yeah.
bosom of Abraham.
Amen.
Anyway, thank you so much,
Why
Thompson,
do you love
for
Abraham so much? Why not
Well,
Isaac?
no,
What
Abraham.
about
He's the
Jacob?
father of all nations.
Isaac
Yes.
and his son.
Okay.
Anyway, that's how much can take on the exchange rate segment. We're going back to the music. When we come back, we're moving straight to the national holiday segment right here on the show. This is The Door by Teddy Swim. Stay very close to your radio set. We'll be back before you know it.
But wait for you, wait for me. Wait for you, wait for me. Click and scroll, I can't let you go. They say I'm addicted to you. Click and scroll, I can't let you go. They say I'm addicted to you. Oh, oh, this ain't love, no, no. This ain't love, no, no. This is artificial. This ain't love, no, no. This ain't love, no, no. This is artificial. thinking, passing the time, anxiously waiting. You're mine, losing and winning. I can't get it right. Hoping you see me for more than just night. Up all I'm thinking, and now you're in your mind. Will you come meet me and change my life? This love could be deeper, just sinking. Will you love me? Click scroll, I can't let you go. They say I'm addicted to you. Addicted to you. Click scroll, I can't let you go. They say I'm addicted to you. Oh, oh, this ain't love, no, no. This ain't love, no, no. This is artificial. This ain't love, no, no. This ain't love, no, no. This is artificial.
The Door by Teddy Swims. Welcome back from that short music break. Time check is 18 minutes past the 8. And right now, I'm moving straight to the next segment of the show, which is the National Holiday segment. Today, like I said, is 24th day in the month of August 2026. Now, the first national holiday we have is National Waffles Day. National Waffles Day. So let me turn to you, Thompson. Have you ever had waffles?
Well,
When the conversation or when the statement comes with
not
well
literally,
or
not literally.
basically you have you had ice cream on a cone before?
No.
You've not?
Yeah.
This year come man. This year come man. Every time, oh, I've been like Corey, where you come from? I give up on you. That is it. I give up on you. Well, anyway, Sharon, please save us today. Have you have you had waffles?
Not the conventional white one, but
Okay,
the
one
ones on the cone.
the
Yeah,
cone,
exactly. I've had
exactly.
those.
So if you've not had the normal waffles, right? If you had an ice cream cone, that is a
The
waffle.
funny thing is that I almost did not eat it too. I had this my late aunt then. She got us ice cream.
Hmm.
And I now said I saw her, she also got herself ice cream and she was eating the cone. I was like, Auntie, why are you eating the cone? It's not paper. And she goes, what paper here? It's biscuits. True, that's what she called it. It's biscuits. Eat it. When I tasted it, I was like, oh, it actually tastes like biscuits.
Tastes
Has the
bland, I
memory
don't
that-
know, for some-
yeah, it
for
tastes
some
bland
reason.
actually. It's not supposed to have sugar. The that's what the ice cream is for.
Mm.
But I mean, that's one memory that it's peak and look forever live rent free in my
But
head.
I want to believe that every child at some point in their lives had ice cream on a cone. Why is your case different, Thompson?
You know, back then, we have this particular
You tell me
young
na paper
man
now.
that will usually use this particular siren,
Yes.
and then they'll be blowing
Banana,
yeah,
banana,
banana,
yeah.
banana.
I think that's the
That's
Christmas.
for Elise.
Once
That's a
you just
classical.
know it,
a
you know
classical.
that that particular man is around.
Yeah.
And then I think people love that. Let me use that word.
So you've
People
never
love
had that one?
People love that when we are going for, how do they call it, march past back
Yes,
then.
at the stadium.
And then once you're there, trust me, you have that leverage now that okay, your parents are not there, and so you want to get something like this for yourself and all of that. So not like you have someone get it for you because okay, maybe you did something. Okay, usually back then a lot persons get that simply because you have the opportunity to do it when your parents are not there.
Sorry,
and all of
that thing screams unhealthy in so many ways.
From how it is being scooped, the color. Oh my goodness.
How it's packaged.
Which one are we talking about here?
The ones I see at around Watson.
That is tied in a nylon bag.
No, not those ones. That one
Is in a cone.
Yes.
Okay. Well, it
That's
just
what
look.
I'm talking about.
It just looks like ice.
The one
Like,
that is designed
there's
nylon
no
is-
cream.
I think
Jesus
there's
Christ.
There's no
this,
cream. It's just ice.
There-
There's no cream.
There's this how do they call it? There's this content. Should I call it the content or somebody in China? Is it China or one? Is it 5-star hotel somewhere in Dubai? There's this guy that usually when he picks it from the cover and then he uses it to tease customers. and
Okay,
all
I've
of
seen that
yeah.
content. Mm.
I was like, this one is really a pro when it has to come to when it comes to this stuff. Like
Well, I believe, like I said, I believe that every child has had ice cream on a cone. If you have not, well,
You can actually indulge.
and it's not that expensive. It's
exactly.
not that expensive. I think back then that was the cheapest form of ice cream on a cone, because the ones inside plates
It
were
was?
more expensive. Yeah, it was.
What of the ones that were in nylon?
When I say cheapest, I mean like ice cream vans,
affordable.
Oh,
and restaurant
ice cream bicycle adds to it now. I mean, it's the same thing.
ice cream bicycle.
Mm.
Oh, Jesus Christ of Nazareth!
In Lagos, it's bicycle they used to ride.
And sell ice cream to you people.
Yes.
Wow.
The bicycle
Yeah.
had this like big box.
Box at
I've
the
seen it in
front.
Calabar now.
It still
I don't
exists,
see them selling ice cream on a cone. They just sell the
The
fan
normal
ice they call it.
sachets.
Yes,
Yeah,
in a
so-
Those sachet
sachet.
ones. Then they
Yeah.
are the ones that sell in cones. They have this box like stuff they push around.
Hmm,
Or some of them sometimes the box is attached to a bicycle.
hmm.
And they usually ride thing. And they don't even make sound. Or you just hear that the bell from the
Mm.
bicycle, you know that okay, yes, they have come.
Oh wow. Well, I guess ice
You guys
cream
do
cone is
things
ice cream
differently here,
cone,
yeah.
regardless of where you get it from, I guess. Anyway, so ensure that you indulge in waffles today. Now, the next holiday we have is International Strange Music Day. International Strange Music Day.
I'm a fan.
It arrives every August 24th, inviting music lovers to dive into the unique and bizarre. This is your chance to expand your sonic palette, discover new genres, and challenge your listening habits. Switch up your usual playlist, explore avant-garde artists, or simply try music in a different language. Give me anything in Latin
It's
or Spanish.
strange.
Oh my
It's
God.
strange if you don't know it.
Mm.
It's not like as if it's strange, but it's strange if you don't know it.
Or understand
Like
it.
exactly, like
Mm.
explore more. Like me now, if you see my playlist, you'll be confused because
Mm.
I'm so random. Like my playlist is so random.
Mm.
I have a playlist dedicated to gospel, but what was my playlist is funk, not
Mm.
the old funk, the ones that make like sound, noise.
Mm.
Exactly, it's noise for some people that don't want to hear, that don't understand.
I never
the
knew that.
music.
I never knew that I would meet someone that actually likes funk genre. That genre. Oh,
You guys know the songs, right? Like, you know the songs
Oh,
out of it, right?
I don't
The
care
ones they
about
use
the
for
song.
edits and everything.
I don't care about the songs.
No, like I want you to know because there's funk. There's a different type of funk. The
Mm.
ones with Bruno Mars. And,
Yes.
there's this funk, like mostly Brazilian funk. I think it came
Mm.
out from there. Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. The one they use for edits. I can't
Okay.
stay on them. I have an entire playlist dedicated to it. And then also I dabble into classical music. So it's like a balance.
Classical music is
Quiet.
not strange music.
No,
Get out
it's
of your head.
It's
No.
strange to some
Classical
people.
music.
It's song that you've not heard before now, right?
Exactly.
No, but
Yeah, so-
but you understand. I think that the essence of international strange is like you don't even understand what's going on. Like it's just like wait, what?
Explore funk.
Are
then.
you abusing me or like what is this, right? And for me, it has to be funk or
What is rap music?
Spanish songs. Yes, I like Spanish
Spanish
songs
and
too.
French
Yeah, and
songs
French.
too,
Oh yes, French
exactly.
songs.
Yeah.
If you don't say French classical music,
Mm.
yes,
Oh,
now you're
French
talking.
French rap. I heard French rap yesterday. I was like, okay. I did not understand partly what he was saying.
Mm.
There's only some words I could make out.
Mm.
But then I was like, it's actually nice. I like and this how they sing it with this bass kind of voice.
Mm.
It's very nice. Explore strange music. Explore strange music. Classical music is strange to some people now.
Well, that's
Some people
true.
don't understand I just like how beautiful instruments can come together. And then if it includes a violin
Yeah.
or a bass, you got me hooked. You got me hooked. So explore.
Oh well, ensure that you explore, strange music and just broaden your sonic platelets because I mean you cannot listen to one thing forever. So explore other things. Well, that's much we can take on the national holiday segment. We're going back to the music. When we come back, moving straight to the next segment of the show, which is the health and wellness segment. This is Uptown Funk by Mark Ronson and Bruno Mars. Stay very close to your radio set. We'll be back before you know it.
Fall into you. I found the rain dripping down your eyes when I'm not around. I found myself, but I fall into your lies all again. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Let me feel it. Let me feel it. Fall into you. When I'm with you, I am able to keep pushing my limits, and all the drive that I have, well, I'm going the distance with you. I didn't know what I had till I knew what was missing, and everything that I dread, well, I built a resistance with you. Catch me when I fall, and I'll keep you on the ground. You were gone, I wish you'd stay. I could look at you for a day. Time was well spent, that's when I knew that I need to spend my life here with you. Take your time, not in the fast lane. I understand that you've been broken too many times, but I'll be waiting to mend your wounds from all you've taken. But if we listen to each other, admit our mistakes, then I can show you who I am, because I'm not the same.
Uptown Funk by Mark Ronson and Bruno Mars. Welcome back from that short music break. Time check is 30 minutes past the hour of 8, and it's still the Morning Buzz show right here on Unical Radio International, 103.5 FM Calabar, Cross River State, Nigeria. And right now we're moving straight to the next segment of the show, which is the health and wellness segments. On this segment of the show, we ensure that we give you tips on how to stay healthy and how to stay strong, because we love you that much. Now today Sharon has something very special for us on that segment of the show, so Sharon, take it away.
Now, while you're indulging in strange music, it is very important to note that there are risks of prolonged use of earpieces,
God have mercy.
headphones, and not to be a party pooper
Killjoy.
here. I'm sorry, but I have to tell you that everything you do in moderation. Sometimes you have to give your ear a break. Remove the earpiece and listen to the natural sounds of the environment. I know sometimes it is hard. believe
Especially
me.
when the natural sound of the environment is after your eardrums.
Exactly. But it is very, very important to give your ears a break at some point. It's how you use earpiece for a long period of time. And then it starts your ear canal starts itching you. That's when you know that you have done too much. It is okay. Relax. Now, earpieces, earbuds, and headphones make listening to music, podcasts, and videos convenient because sometimes you can't possibly listen to this you can't possibly listen to some things outside. Maybe you don't want somebody to be hearing your FYP from the other side of the room. So as much as possible, earpieces really make using our phones to listen to what we're listening to very convenient. But however, using them for long periods, especially at high volumes, can pose risks to ear and general health. Now, some of the risks include hearing loss. Continuous exposure to loud music can damage the delicate sensory cells in the inner ear. Repeated damage may lead to permanent hearing loss, particularly when high volumes are used for several hours. It could also lead to tinnitus. Prolonged exposure to loud sounds can cause tinnitus, which is experienced as ringing, buzzing, humming, or other noises in the ears when there is no external sound. We had this the time we went for Carnival Calabar last year. I was standing directly in front of the loudspeakers they were using to play music for the people to dance. Oh my lord. And I forgot earplugs. So my ears were
Excuse me.
exposed
To the noise.
the entire noise. I left that place for an entire day. My ears were ringing. They were ringing non-stop. I slept, I woke up, they were still ringing. And I felt
So you can
very,
imagine
very
people that are inside that music, or what's it called, the music van or music truck, whatever it is, and we move from 1111 all the way to Marian Highway Stadium
and without earpods.
without
And
earpods.
you're just killing yourself. You don't want to hear again. That's the thing. When I noticed it, I was like, next time, I'm not going to try this thing again. I will not try this thing again. I will find earplugs and use because I don't want hearing losses at this point. I'm not doing what did you say?
This is why in Lagos State, they ban most religious homes, putting external speakers outside their roof, and then for you as a neighbor, you have to do all you can to use either boil or clothes to, tie your ears, because a lot of them, especially when they have tarry night and all of that, man,
You
just
will
get
not
prepared
sleep.
for your ears, because only the shouting outside of the instruments they are going to play and all of that, it's really, really detrimental to the ears.
It could also lead to ear infections. In-ear devices can trap heat, sweat, trap heat, sweat, and moisture inside the ear canal. Dirty earbuds can also carry bacteria and fungi, increasing the risk of ear infections. You do not want an ear infection. You will feel like you want to run mad. Like it will actually drive you to that point.
I've been there, and I can tell you for free.
You better come it while you can because hey, Jesus Christ. The last time I had it was in secondary school, and for some reason I stayed in the class and I started crying. Like it was bad. I started crying. Then my classmate found like he noticed it. I was like, Sharon is crying. This is serious, so because I don't know what I thought I was playing when I said my ear is paining me. And when I started crying, they had to get the attention of the teacher to come to my aid because I was in serious pain. They called my dad that day. We went to the hospital straight because my ears were aching me. Like it was like as if something was hitting my ear canal. I want to see. I wanted to run mad. It was not funny. So, anyways, also leads to earwax buildup. Frequent use of earbuds or earpieces can interfere with the natural movement of earwax out of the ear canal. Now, earwax is to help lubricate your ear, but then if you use it too much, it tends to keep it inside the ear canal. Excessive buildup can cause blocked ears, discomfort, and temporary hearing difficulties. It can also lead to ear pain and irritation. Wearing headphones or earbuds for extended periods, particularly when they are too tight or poorly fitted, can cause pain, itching, pressure, and irritation around or inside the ears. I'm sure people have experienced this when you have put your pods in or your earpiece in for too long. You remove it and tend to scratch your ears. That's the irritation we're talking about, and you want to avoid that as much as possible. It can also lead to headaches and listening fatigue. Very loud or continuous audio can cause headaches, tiredness, and difficulty concentrating, especially when listening for many hours without break. And people have experienced this, they just want to continue doing the same thing over and over again. Okay, you are supposed to read. I'm somebody that reads with music, and I'm reading in the night. I've not slept, and my eyes are still open. My eyes are exposed to screens, and I'm sure some people are like this. Some people are like this. They're exposed to screens. My head is aching me, not only because I've not slept, but because there's something loud playing inside my ear. So I'm everything all joined together. My head is crying for a break. So most of the time I just take off my pods for a while and try to recall everything that I've read, because it could actually lead to serious headaches and listening fatigue. It could also reduce awareness of surroundings. Noise cancelling headphones and loud music can prevent you from hearing important sounds such as traffic, alarms, approaching vehicles, or people calling for your attention, creating safety risks. Some people don't want to hear this one. I don't want to hear this one. Oh, I don't want to hear people outside. Oh, I'm not interested in hearing people outside. Meanwhile, sometimes it can actually save your life. If you have an earpiece, you don't need to plug two in. You can remove one. If you want to listen to your music while walking, you can remove one and listen to one, so that you know that okay, one ear is to the ground, to your surroundings, and that ear is still listening to the music you want to listen to, rather than putting both of them inside your ear for your own safety. Now,
have you realized that when you listen to music, right, there's some music that you cannot get the full taste of the music, the full feel of the music without putting both plugs inside? Do you realize that? It's as if they share. This one will have bass. This one I want to have, the lyrics. Have you realized that?
Vibes.
I'm just saying.
I try to help these people.
I'm just saying.
I try to help these people.
I'm just saying.
I know, I understand what you're saying, but at least don't listen to those music when you're walking on the road.
How would you know?
It could.
Sorry.
It could be you could just sit down and listen to the music. Nobody will actually throw you. Or there's people that is when you want to listen to music well, that's when they'll come and tap you. I want to talk to you. Was that's discussion for another day. We'll come for this people later on. When you are on the road, that's not the time you should be focused on the music that is in your ear. You focus on your surroundings. And the fact that you have to realize that it's not everybody that is on the road that is normal. Some people, they left half of their sanity at home, and they're using the remaining half to get through the day. It's not everybody that's behind the steering wheel that completely knows how to drive safely. So as much as possible, you need to be safety conscious, especially for your own safety. Let it not be that because you plugged in both ears, you got knocked down by a vehicle because you did not hear people calling your attention to move away from the place that you're standing. Well, anyways, it also leads to sleep disturbances. Using headphones or earbuds throughout the night can cause ear discomfort and irritation, while continuous audio may interfere with restful sleep. The people that sleep with earpiece on, I ask, why? If you can call us, if you can actually call and actually tell me why you play music and listen to the music all through the night.
Well, if it's good, I mean.
The funny thing is that most of the time it's not even soft music like sleep sounds. It's rap, hardcore Afro music, and I'm like, why? Why is it? How does this contribute to your sleep? This I need somebody to explain it to me. So if you have an explanation, please put a call through. Explain it to me. Thank you very much. Now, how to protect your ears? Keep the volumes at a moderate level. People know we hear word. Keep the volumes at a moderate level. You can still hear when it is on a moderate level. Take regular breaks from listening. Sometimes just remove the pods, the earpiece, and it's just give your ears that break. Try to listen to your surroundings to make sure that you can still hear properly. Try to listen to your surroundings. Avoid using headphones continuously for several hours. Keep earbuds and headphones clean and avoid sharing your earpiece or AirPods. Avoid sharing it.
I'm not sure how people do that. I'm not sure why they do that.
It's because somebody asked me for my pods, and I was like, I'm sorry, I'm using it at the moment and I can't share it with you. and then he felt sort of offended. And actually
That
didn't even care.
I could not share something that goes into my eardrums.
I actually did not care because
Okay.
I know what I went through when I had an infection in my ear. I don't want problems. I don't want problems. And then also, it's actually hard to disconnect my pods from my phone because I already connected to my phone. And then you now connect it again. Then I'll still come and battle with how I will connect it back to my phone again. But the overall thing was, I don't share my pods or earpiece because, and the funny thing is, before I even put them on, I look at them. Is this clean or has it accumulated wax from my ears? I do like them very well. So imagine me asking somebody for earpiece or earbuds to listen to music. Please avoid sharing as much as possible for your own safety. Also choose devices that fit comfortably. There are a ton of designs or earpiece airpod designs. There's this one that now clips to your external ear. I don't even understand the shot. It's very conspicuous. Conspicuous or inconspicuous? It's
Conspicuous.
exactly. It's very Bruna. Like you will
Mm.
see it outside. Some actually even shine. I don't even
Mm.
understand. There are a lot of
Well, it's preference at the end of the
designs.
day.
There are a lot of designs and styles and patterns. Choose the one that fits comfortably. If you are cool with earpiece, pick that one. If you're cool with pods, pick that one. It's not because everybody's using the same thing or you feel like it looks cool on someone's ear.
Mm.
You decide to use it. There's some people that pods
Still-
can't fit into their
yeah,
ears.
people that
Exactly.
still like earpiece till now.
Exactly. And also avoid increasing the
And I
volume
never
to
understand it, but okay.
same. Avoid
Hi,
increasing
Alex.
avoid increasing the volume to block out background noise. I know it's tempting sometimes. I know it can be tempting. You don't hear somebody speak. But unfortunately, so that you won't end up blocking out your entire surroundings, avoid increasing the volumes to block out background noise. Give your ears time to rest after prolonged exposure to loud sounds. The problem is not simply using headphones or earpieces. The major concerns are how loud, how long, and how frequently you use them. Your ears needs breaks too. Yes, as much as they are tiny and they help you to hear, that's the reason why you're even hearing us today. So please, for the sake of your hearing, and so that you'll be listening to us every weekday on this show, please prioritize your ear heals. Thank you very much.
Well, that's much can take on the health and wellness segment. I hope that this advice that Sharon has given to us, we are going to use them
Like what you said,
effectively.
us.
Yes, it's here. My pods are bad, and I'm still mourning my pods, and I'm saving to buy another banger because, but I'll use it judiciously, right? I'll not use it to the detriment of my own eardrums.
Yeah,
It can be tempting, but we'll try to fight the temptation.
And then for those human beings that literally use earbuds in during classes or lectures, I think specifically there is one particular trending video some time ago where a lecturer had to send students out of the class because they were actually using earpods.
That's
And then
actually
you
very.
speak,
I
know,
find it very disrespectful,
do you
or
understand?
I find
And
it
then
very
you walk
silly
into a
and lousy.
lecturer's office or you walk into someone's office and your earphone.
Even they're just talking
is-
to someone,
Do you understand? It
having a
literally
conversation
don't
with
make any
someone, and
sense.
the two of them, if it's just one that is in your ear, that's a different thing. Maybe you're trying to, so you're still connected with your phone and you're trying to have a quick conversation with the person. But having two ears
Plugged
on,
in.
It doesn't make any sense,
doesn't make-
especially
it sends me the signal that you don't like the fact that I'm speaking, and possibly I'm trying to tell you something important, and you're putting all two earpieces in. I'm like, okay, no wala. That's when I'll keep quiet. I won't say anything.
Yeah, unless we didn't say you should remove it though. Yeah, we were talking about those students who are actually going for lectures, and then there was a day just outside. A vehicle almost knocked down a particular student because she was on her both ears. Like you can't even hear now. Even if you put on the both stuff, now why can't you play it just
Softly.
so mild that it's man.
And should we also establish the fact that headphones shouldn't be worn outside
Yes,
your
they shouldn't be.
house?
Headphones.
Do you understand? It
They
should be at
should
the
not
comfort.
The
of
music is
your-
louder than the
you know?
usual earpiece or earbuds
And
or
when you hear it
earbuds.
outside,
Yes.
you hear it outside the headset. You know that, but this person is not hearing. This is deaf. Like it's not hearing what you're
It
saying.
doesn't make you look cool, just so you know. It doesn't make you look cool.
Speaking of what Thompson said, there's a story that our teen pastor then narrated to us. He was like, they were driving, and this particular young guy, he was on two earpieces and he was crossing the road. He was crossing the demarcation between, there's this place in Lagos that is a railway, but there's a path that cars can pass through. So that the railway was already blocked because there was no train coming in. It was blocked so that cars could pass through.
Hmm.
And this guy was crossing that place. He did not look. These people, they were not speeding, so they drove, and they kept horning for this guy to move. So what he did was he parked the car, came out of the car, and gave him slap. Like he slapped him on the spot.
Hmm.
The earpiece came out of his ear, and he was like, "Do you want to put somebody inside trouble? Do you want to die?" Those are the two questions he asked him. Do you want to die? Why are two earpieces in your ear? And you're not even listening. If I was somebody different now that would have just sped past and knocked you down, now it would have been a different thing. So please, can we try to be safety conscious with the things we put in our ears? Because now everybody has one or two
Yeah.
inside their ear, everything connected to their ear. Everybody has earpiece pods. They don't want to hear the surroundings. You have to be safe as much as possible. Here is not abroad though, where they actually care, whether they actually care to even park their car and stop
Hmm.
to let you pass, or maybe warn you that there's something that you need to actually pay attention. Some people will just drive past. Some will even realize that you are not even hearing until the deed has been done. Let's be safety conscious, and as much as possible, try to plug into our surroundings for our own safety.
All right. Thank you very much, Sharon, for that one. We're going back to the music. When we come back, we're moving straight to the people and culture segment. This is Ordinary by Alex Warren. Stay very close to your radio set. I'll be back before you know it.
Yeah. Where you look, where you touch, where you feel, yeah. Can we talk about me and you? Can we talk about the truth? I wanna know, I wanna know. Can we talk about me and you? Can we talk about me and you? Can we talk about the truth? I wanna know, I wanna know. Can we talk about me and you?
Ordinary by Alex Warren. Welcome back from that short music break. Time check is 49 minutes past the hour of 8. And we're moving straight to the next segment of the show, which is the people and culture segment. And Sharon will take us through that segment of the show. So, Sharon, let's have it.
Okay, so today we're talking about the Lebuku Festival, the colorful New Yam Festival of the Yako people. See, we've been talking about New Yam since, and none of them has reached their downwards. Oh, wow. I am literally calling. Tom, you say one is next week.
Yeah, it's gonna be next month. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm sure you're gonna bless us with. yam.
Bless you.
No
Personalize
be
it.
who plants yam, they harvest.
Okay.
You know they plant yam. After all this time, you not be planting yam.
Who plants yam, now they harvest? Who
No,
plants
no.
yam, now they crave yam? Just so
Okay.
you know. You thief.
See, you can stretch what you can give me now. See, that's why
Then go and look for
we are
somebody that's
fellow
planted
Nigerians
now.
for a reason.
Look for somebody that's planted.
fellow
You can
Nigerians
go
for
to
a
farm road
reason.
and
Like
wait.
the Bible says, you shall reap where you were.
sow.
You sow. No go look for where you know. Don't go reap for where you know sow. Okay,
See, I also say, even if I know rape,
you will sow.
I feel so.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly, that's the
But
point.
so what if you rape?
Did you hear yourself? No. Did you hear yourself?
The Lemoke Festival is celebrated. It's celebrated annually. It's a celebrated New Year festival of the Yako people of Cross River State, Nigeria. Now, there's a confusion here, Thompson. If you hadn't said that Leboko wasn't for your side, people
No,
are
no.
thinking it's Yako, the entire Yako that celebrates New Year festival. not just like
No,
not you get in
no,
particular.
like you're actually correct. We all call it Liboku New Year Festival. You
Mm.
understand? Yeah,
Okay,
it's just that
Liboku.
yeah, the Uge Festival happens to be the local government headquarters, and as such, usually before now,
Mm.
we were actually supposed to match all to celebrate that, but because of one circumstances or the other, so other communities decided to start pulling out for them to still go back to their own normal festival. So everybody calls it Liboku as
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
it was a general thing
Yeah.
before other
So
tribes started
it
pulling out.
was usually each community does their own New Year festival, but at some point in time, I think when Dono came on board, and then one or two they decided to
Merge.
merge and then come together to carry out the festive so that it would look like a local government kind of stuff. But along the way, it didn't go well with other communities because of the prizes was usually and always won by those from Ugep alone. So
Okay.
other communities felt like it was just a kind of a cheating and all of that. So they felt like, okay, they need to, just return back to their normal celebrations and all of that.
I like this eye opener actually. With this major celebration held in UGEP at the headquarters of Yakor local government area, just as Thompson said, it is one of Cross River's most important cultural festivals and major expressions of Yakor identity, agriculture, traditional values, and communal unity. The Cross River State government identifies Leboku as a major cultural and agricultural event associated with UGEP. Eboku is deeply connected to the agricultural calendar of the Yako people. Traditionally, it marks the beginning of the new yam harvest, giving farmers an opportunity to express gratitude for the harvest and seek peace, health, and prosperity for the community. The festival also has spiritual and ancestral dimensions. Traditional accounts describe it as a period for honoring the earth and ancestral spirits, while remembering important aspects of Yakor history and migration. It therefore combines agriculture, spirituality, history, and social life into one extended celebration. Unlike a single day event, the traditional Leboku celebration extends over several weeks with different ceremonies and activities taking place at different stages. The exact dates are not fixed because they are traditionally determined according to the Yakor calendar and other customary considerations. The Cross River State government's statistical yearbook list the Cross River State government statistical yearbook lists Leboku as having no fixed annual date. One of the early stages of the festival is don't help me pronounce Mbelemi, right? Pronounce from Mblemi.
Ibelembe.
It's not what I'm seeing here, but I'm never going to try. Which traditionally marks the official opening of the new yam harvest. Women and different community groups participate in colorful displays associated with the harvest. This is followed by there's another one. Top help me. JANENBOKU.
Let me.
Thank you.
Okay,
Just
so
I give it to you. Carry on.
okay, so the festival actually includes traditional dances, music, masquerade performances, and and its modern form. Events such as beauty pageants, cultural competitions, and other entertainment activities. The Etangala masquerade is particularly associated with traditional
That pronunciation, the
celebrations.
Janem Buku Abi waiting. How do you pronounce that?
The
There's a JANENBOKU.
okay, so okay, so we have okay the Yepon Wow, subsequently marks as the close of
I'm good with epic
wow,
guys.
that's interesting. But however, the role of yam at the heart of Liverpool is the yam. So it's an important food crop and symbol of agricultural achievements among the Akko people. Now, the festival provides a communal locations for celebrating farmers and the land that provides food for the people. The arrival of the new yam is therefore more than the introduction of a new food. Now, crop it represents the complication and the completions of a farming cycle and the beginning of another period, communal celebrations, Thanksgiving, and social interactions. Cultural importance. Leboku plays an important role in preserving Yako heritage through its songs, dance, traditional attire, ceremonies, poetry, music, and oral traditions. Younger generations are introduced as aspects of their history and cultural identity. Now, the festival also brings together people from different Yako communities and attracts visitors from other parts of Nigeria and beyond. In recent years, the Leboku International Yam Festival has increasingly been promoted as a tourism and cultural economic event. Of the 2024 celebrations, for example, was described by the Cross River State government as 18th Leboku International Festival. Leboku today, although retains important traditional elements. Now, the modern festival has expanded to include temporary entertainment, tourism, and economic activities. The government and community increasingly use the festival as a platform for promoting Yako culture, agriculture, tourism, and local economic development. For example, the 2026 Leboku International Year Festival is scheduled for 24th August 2024. 2026, I beg your pardon, at Yako Peace Stadium, Ugeb, under the theme Rooted in Agriculture, Growing, and Prosperity. The Leboku Festival is even more than a celebration of a new yam. It is also a living expression of the history, spirituality, agriculture, and artistry, and communal identity of the Yako people. It remains one of the Cross River State's distinctive agricultural treasure and cultural phenomenon in demonstrating how a traditional agricultural festival and continue to evolve while preserving the identity and heritage of the people who actually created it.
So be clear.
Interesting.
Leboku translates as, what do you call yam in your language?
Yam is Yejo.
So Leboku means
What does Liverpool mean?
Leboku is just like how do they call it? A heap, just like a heap. Like that's a heap of yam.
oh
So,
okay.
yeah.
So the Leboku is it represents abundance now.
Yeah.
Plenty. Okay.
Heap of yams, yeah,
understand.
abundance and all of that. So
Okay.
that's what it actually means.
Okay, thank you very much, Thompson, for that one, and Sharon. Now you know the history and the significance of the Leprechaun Festival in the Yako is central, right?
Yeah, Yako is central.
Yes, the
Yako is
central part
yeah.
of Cross River State. Anyway, that's much can take on the people and culture segment. We're going back to the music. When we come back, we're moving straight to the next segment of the show, which is the top story segment. But before then, the news flash by 9 a.m. will come up. Then we'll be back to inform, educate, and entertain you right here on the Morning Bus Show. This is Man I Need by Oliver Dean. Stay very close to your radio set. We'll be back before you know it. This is the news flash on Unicorn Radio International, 103.5 FM Calabar, Cross River State, Nigeria.
It is the 24th day of August 2026. Good morning, Caleb, and welcome to News Flash at 9 a.m. on Unical Radio International 103.5 from Calabar, where we bring to you top and trending headlines of the hour. My name is Albert Keller. Here are the top headlines of the hour. We begin in campus news as Unical dismisses false JAM regularization indemnity notice. On the state's news, Cross River State government pledges support for spa fire victims. On the national scene, President Tinubu appoints Betta Edu as the Director of Women Mobilization for 2027 election campaign. Away from Nigeria, as Burnham to hand long-range missile blueprints to Zelensky as he visits Kyiv. In entertainment news, veteran Nollywood actor Taiwo Hassan Ogogo dies at 65 and will be buried today. And lastly, in sports news, Man City agree €86 million deal for Morocco World Cup star Bouadi. Details of this news and more are coming up this afternoon by 1 p.m. on Unical Radio International 103.5 FM Calabar. If you have news reports from your area, hostels, departments, and faculties, call our news hotline on 0809 444 4058. You can also follow us on all social media handles on Facebook. We are Unical Radio International. On Instagram, TikTok, and X, we are Unical Radio. Listen to us anywhere around the world online. It's unicalem.net. And please do away with any form of discrimination and nepotism as we strive to build a united nation. And always remember, as Malabite, Malabrists, and Cross Riverians, we are known for reasonable action. My name is Albert Keller. Many thanks for listening to Well to Stay tuned and enjoy the rest of the morning bus with Vine Henshaw, Obi Thompson, and Sharon. Good morning.
In the People's Paradise, it's Unical Radio International, Cross River Estate, Nigeria, 103.5 FM, education, information and entertainment.
For the very best in music, information, entertainment and education, stay locked onto Unical Radio International, 103.5 FM.
See right now, I need you, I'll meet you somewhere now. You up now, I see you, I get you. Take care now, slow down, be cool, I miss you. Come here now, it's yours now. Keep it, I'll hold out until now. I need you right now. Once I leave you, I'm strung out. If I get you, I'm slowly breaking down. And oh, it's hard to see you, but I wish you were right here. Oh, it's hard to leave you when I get you everywhere. All this time I'm thinking we could never be a pair. Oh, no, I don't need you, but I miss you, come here. And oh, it's hard to see you, but I wish you were right here. Oh, it's hard to leave you when I get you everywhere. All this time I'm thinking I'm strong enough to sink it. Oh, no, I don't need you, but I miss you, come here. He love me now, he loves me. He holds me tight, then lets me go. He love me now, he loves me. He holds me tight, then lets me go. Soon as you leave me, we always lose connection. It's getting messy, I feel your affection. Don't loosen your grip, got a hold on me now forever. Let's get back together. Lord, take it so far away. I pray to God we don't break. I want you to take me up and down and round again. tight, then lets me go. He love me not, he loves me. He holds me tight, then lets me go. He loves me not, he loves me. He holds me tight, then lets me go. He love me not, he loves me. He holds me tight, then lets me go. You gotta say that you're sorry at the end of the night. Wake up in the morning, everything's alright. At the end of the story, you're holding me tight. I don't need to worry, am I out of my mind? Oh, it's hard to see you, but I wish you were right here. Oh, it's hard to leave you when I kiss you everywhere. All this time I'm thinking I'm strong enough to sink it. Oh no, I don't need you, but I miss you. Come here.
For the very best in music, information, entertainment, and education. Stay locked onto Unicool Radio International, 103.5 FM.
I've been known to miss a red flag. I've been known to put my lover on a pedestal. In the end, those things just don't last. And it's time I take my rose-colored glasses off. I already know your type, telling me the things I like. Trying to make me yours for life, taking me for a ride. I already know your type, you can play your cards right. Don't you know I could do this dance all night? Ooh, what you doing? Don't know who you think that you're confusing. I'd be like, ooh, it's amusing. You think I'm gonna fall for an illusion? I'd be like, was a time when that shit might have worked. Was a time when I just threw a match and let it burn. Now I'm grown, I know what I deserve. I still like that, to with the lessons I already learned. I already know your type, telling me the things I like. Trying to make me yours for life, taking me for a ride. I already know your type, you can play your cards right. Don't you know I could do this dance all night? Ooh, what you doing? Don't know who you think that you're confusing. I'd be like, ooh, it's amusing. You think I'm gonna fall for an illusion? I'd be like, illusion. I really like the way you're moving. Yeah, I just wanna dance with the illusion. Yeah, I just wanna dance with. Yeah, I just wanna dance with. I could dance all what you doing? Don't know who you think that you're confusing. I'd be like, ooh, it's amusing. You think I'm gonna fall for an illusion? What you doing? Don't know who you think that you're confusing. I'd be like, ooh, it's amusing. You think I'm gonna fall for an illusion?
Illusion by Dua Lipa. Welcome back from that music break. Time check is 10 minutes past the hour of 9, and it's still the morning bus show right here on Unicorn Radio International, 103.5 FM Calabar, Cross River State, Nigeria. And right now, we're moving straight to the next segment of the show, which is the top story segment. Remember, I still find Henshaw, Obi Thompson, and Sharon right here on the show. Now, we have a press release from the Cross River State Police Command. Cross River Police arrest 10 suspected cultists, recover firearm and other exhibits. The Cross River State Police Command has arrested 10 suspected members of the Axemen confraternity and recovered locally made pistols and other exhibits following sustained operational follow-up technical intelligence and detailed surveillance by operatives of the Violent Crime Response Unit, VCRU Sector 2. The operation followed a petition on a case of cultism submitted to the Commissioner of Police by the Abani Community, Biase local government area on the 29th of July 2026. Following the petition, the command commenced intelligence gathering and detailed surveillance, which enabled VCRU operatives to identify and track the suspected cult activities within the community. Subsequently, on the 22nd of August 2026, at about 5 o'clock, VCRU operatives moved into the community and arrested Jester Enyi, male, aged 25 years, Godswill Mansala, male, age 22 years, Prosper Okay, male, age 23 years, Emmanuel Uno, male, age 26 years, Onyebuchi Enyong, male, age 22 years, Elisha Emmanuel, male, age 27 years, and Christian Isu, male, age 25 years. We also have Daniel Uno, male, age 23 years. We have Nelson Ibete, male, age 23 years, and Roland Uno, male, aged 18 years. I think I'm seeing the family thing here.
Yeah, and all the tribes are represented.
It also says that exhibits recovered during the operation include one locally made pistol, one battle axe, one dagger, one beret bearing a secret cult logo, one pair of police camouflage trousers, and one mobile cardigan. During preliminary interrogation, the suspects allegedly stated that they belonged to the Axemen confraternity. The Commissioner of Police, CP Ajo Godfrey Odu, PSC, MNIPS, MSPSP, commended the VCRU operatives for their professionalism and effective deployment of intelligence. He stated that the operation underscores the practical application of the command's DCIIDDT policing strategy, particularly intelligence-led policing and community policing, in identifying and disrupting criminal activities before they escalate into threat to public safety. The CP further urged residents to continue providing credible and timely information to the police as community partnership remains essential for effective crime prevention. Meanwhile, efforts have been intensified towards the arrest of other suspects connected with the case. The command assures the public that all suspects will be subjected to due process and diligent investigation, while anyone found culpable will be made to face the law. This is signed by ASP Itoba Sunday Akata, ANIPR, MNISMA, Police Public Relations Officer for the Commissioner of Police, Cross River State Command. What do you make of this?
That's interesting. I love the fact that these days we'll have everyone coming together. All hands being put in on deck to ensure that cult related issues are not only either the responsibilities of the police alone, but everyone on hands, because you must have to gather information before you can be able to react to or make any possible arrest. And then it saddens me so much to see young people of this age who should either be in school or probably be learning a skill, owing to the fact that right from when this administration came on board, they have been talking about skill acquisitions and all of that. Rather than going to learn a skill, you're going to involve yourself in cultism. I don't know if this is born out of this particular saying that allegedly, okay, probably those who actually involve themselves in those kind of activities are being paid, are said to be taken care of, or are being given opportunity to actually showcase themselves. Maybe that is why a lot of persons are still doing that, because so far we've not literally had any of these issues of cult related activities due to clashes and all of that. But here, they use theirs to actually pickpocket, and then steal and cause all of these kind of crimes in our dear society. Now, to also add to that, I think everyone out there knows that when you are caught, you're definitely going to face a lot of punishment in Nigeria. For instance, Section 351 of the Criminal Code Act, and and Section 391 of the Criminal Code of Act have spelled out a lot of punishment to those who actually involve themselves, in cultist related activities, in Nigeria per se. And as such, Cross River State, right from when the new commissioner of police came on board, he has said it pointedly that, if you're caught, involving yourself in this kind of activities, you're definitely going to be facing the law. There are no two ways about it. And funny how a lot of persons do not even learn, because this is a new commissioner of police. He's not used to the system yet. He doesn't have any friend for the meantime. So whoever is being caught will definitely be used as an scapegoat, and will definitely be sending a good signal to at the national level that he or she is working. So I think I must give kudos to the police team for playing a very crucial role. And then bearing firearms is another crime on its own. Even outside of involving yourself in this kind of activities, bearing firearms is another crime of its own. The Nigerian constitution does not give anyone outside of the security operatives that leverage of walking around with firearms.
I have a question, Thompson, for you actually, because I was racking my head around this entire thing. Cultism has been there since, although it's now reduced because of a lot of interventions. What do you feel goes on in the mind of these individuals that join cult groups?
Is he a cultist?
Thanks for coming through.
I'm asking now. He could know. Or okay, the second one would be.
Am I a chairman of cultists?
The second one would be how we really easily cope this.
Now, the thing is, let me go back to your
society.
first question where you said what goes on in their minds. Now, a pastor said something a few months ago, and I have studied that thing, and I've come to realize it's actually true.
Yeah.
Now, as human beings, there's something we crave as human beings that we don't talk about it as often as possible.
Yeah.
We crave community as human beings. Whether we like it or not, whether we admit it or not, we crave community. Forget that thing people say, oh, I'm a loner, I don't have friends, I don't, move in companies, yada, 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 yada. No. As human beings, it's a normal human thing to crave community. Now, when people don't find community in conventional places, I mean family, local governments, villages, clans, and all of that, they tend to create their own community. And they don't create a community for good. They now create that community to actually be a menace to society, because I mean they don't have the doctrine or the upbringing of a proper community. So whatever community that they are creating, right, they are using their own precepts and their own what should I even call it, principles and rules, and it can be detrimental. I think that's where cultism comes in, because it gives them a sense of community, give them a sense of belonging, but outside that sense of belonging, they are also, committing crime and causing a menace to society. So that's how I see it.
Now let's quickly look at this to also add to that. Don't forget that there is a 3-year jail term for for being a cultist. When you're caught, because not to be outdone. Now the Penal Code Act, which covers the entire northern Nigeria, actually considers what an unlawful society in Section 97, subsection A, and Section 97B. Actually in Section 97A defines an unlawful society thus that a society is an unlawful society if declared by an order of the president to be a society dangerous to the good governance of the federation of any part of the country or thereof. Now in Section 97B, now whoever manages or is a member of an unlawful society shall be punished with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 7 years or even a fine or both. Now, thus, why the Criminal Code Act penalizes cultism with 3 years and Penal Code Act slaps it at a maximum of 7-year jail term on cultism. However, it is important to remember that when cultism spawns other crimes like it always wants to, now the law would punish those crimes with requisite punishment as well. Now, a lot of persons involve themselves in activities like this because they want to belong, they want to be known, they want to feel like they're on top of the world,
Mm.
you know,
Okay.
and they want to be seen and they want to be acknowledged. And in as much as our society
And
today,
these are, and let me point it out that these
Okay.
are normal human needs. They need to belong, they need to be
they want to
seen,
be
they
seen,
need
they want
to
to be
be
known,
be
they,
known,
and
exactly.
all of that,
Yes.
yeah.
Mm.
And so because of that, a lot of persons involve themselves in this. And the society we find ourselves these days is gradually getting to that point where, you know, except you have to identify yourself, you know, in such way and manner, maybe you may not be seen as somebody responsible enough. And this is why we are saying no. We want everyone to get involved. We want a system that works for everybody. We want a system that does not segregate. We want a system that awards and also give recognition to people who are hardworking, people who have been able to see themselves both in academic, in lives, in pursuits, and all of that. I
So
think with that,
you've answered my first question. The second question, how do we then curb this? Because this has been one vice that's still in the society. Even
Hmm.
though people have been arrested, it has been reduced drastically though. Because I remember I would hear stories in University of Calabar where they say, oh, they will just open fire from nowhere and then you hear two core groups fighting each other and everything. That's drastically reduced. But then how can it be curbed more than this
that's
before
what
it starts?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we have a system that actually recognizes has effort, right? Now let's say for instance in Cross River State. Now we talked about empowerment. Are this empowerment genuine? How many persons get this empowerment, and what does it translate to in a general society? Do you understand? Now it starts from the background, from the very you know, basic educational programs of children these days. Now, what in our primary school, for instance, what are the basic educational requirements? What are the necessary things that the state government is doing, or government is doing general, or leaders are doing generally? And then boils down to secondary school. How do you see our secondary school programs? How are the curriculums looking like? Are there things that actually motivate and all of that? Now, if you go to the university, what programs have been put in place so that as soon as you're done with your university, you're able to, you know, keep pursuing that goal, that dream of yours, and all of that. Now, people get you know, get out of the path, especially when they start having these perceptions that, oh, I can't make it in life, or I have a lot of challenges that I cannot be able to meet up. And then you see your other of your friends making up and all of that, and the next thing, boom, you think crime is the last resort, which is not supposed to be. So I think it's about the system. If we have a good system, trust me, a lot of persons will not have to involve themselves. But irrespective of that, you as a person should know that, look, crime, it's not the best option for you. You know, cultism is not. I read a story just last night about a particular guy who was said to be terrorizing Nekede Polytechnic back then, and then all of a sudden he ran to EMSU, you know, and then there he was actually caught by the same other, you know, how do they call themselves, the same other confraternity, you know, and all of that. And he was shut down, you know. And so that's why we're saying crime does not pay, cultism does not pay. If it does, a lot of our state governors, they would have not sent their children out of this country. They would have been here, you know, being the bosses in all of these confraternities and the rest. So if it was a good thing, trust me, a lot of their children would have been bosses by now. Just imagine Ebonyi State, for instance. We have the Minister of Works. The son has just won the local government chairman of their local government area. Just in the last concluded weekend concluded you know, local government election in Ebonyi State. And so we are saying, if this was actually, so look at the likes of the Minister for FCT, Wike, and look at the children and all of that. So if these things were paying, they would have put their children. So because it's not paying, so their children are not there. Do you understand? So not to mention a lot of our, you know, our politicians and all of that. So for you out there, if you look at what is bad, you see the children of those average ones or the poor ones, you know, being the bosses and all of that, those bad things and all of that. So you be conscious of what you're doing out there. Pursue your education, pursue your career. Trust me, it's going to get better. That's why we're saying vote for credible candidates, vote for people, go and get your PVC, and vote for people who will make the system work for you, and not people who don't care about how you survive each and every day. So that is how, for me, particularly how that can actually be coped. We should have a system that works for everybody and not for selected persons, except you belong. You don't see.
But then again, sometimes it's rather perplexing to know that even when people can actually see the end point of cultism,
Or
they
the
still
dangers
indulge
in-
in it
in-
because you see that people are being shot, people are being apprehended. There's no, just like what Thompson said, there's no actual gain, right? Long-term gain with cultism, but some people are still not looking at it from that perspective, and they're still, joining cult. And
when you are under the influence of some kind of stuff, that's exactly the
so,
consequence.
so
I
it's
also-
safe
I
to say
also
that
feel-
drug abuse and
I also feel like, as much as most of them actually indulge in that,
Hmm.
I also feel like when you are in a particular thing, it's hard to look outside of it. When you're enjoying the immediate benefits of something, it's hard to look long term.
that's what we are talking about, right? We're talking about long-term benefits. Now, what short-term benefit do you think that anybody would enjoy that would make you overlook long-term consequences?
Yeah, it's still the same problem you are facing as a
It's
country.
exactly
When they bring
it's
cup
a
of
problem.
Gary, when they
See,
bring cups of Gary for
exactly,
you
it's
during
a
the
problem
election,
in Nigeria. It's a
we
very
have short
huge problem.
circuits. Short circuit. I remember the current
Very,
ambassador
very
to
myopic
somebody have been
country.
saying, "Oh, we
Short-sightedness.
have a short sight." Yeah, that is it.
Because we look at the immediate benefits.
Yeah,
Okay, so
rather
why
than the
why
long
would
term,
I
yeah.
why would I need to be thinking of the amount of money I would make in the long term when there's money looking at me right now? Why would I think of the 100K or the 500K that I'll be making long term while I'm seeing 10K every day that I'm making now? Do you understand? Well, people don't build sustainable things. They don't look at other things that can sustain them till even to the point where they can't work anymore. You think of just the short term things. So maybe they're already in the system, and because they're enjoying things in the system, they don't want to leave it, or they don't feel like, okay, something could go wrong somewhere somehow. As that's some people make their decisions impulsively like that. That the immediate benefits, that's what you see in it, and that's what you want to gain. That's what you go for without even reasoning. In the long run, would this not affect me? Do you understand? So
it must be fun always being on the run. No. Because that's always their life. They're always on the run.
It's actually the short-sightedness of, and it's in Nigeria. It's a plague in Nigeria at this point in time. Everybody's looking short-sighted. Oh, how much money can I gain this week? Instead of how much money, what will I do that will make me earn money for the entire year? I'm looking at what's to make me earn money now. So like it's a plague at this point. It's not even just in this conversation we're talking about. We're talking of other sectors of Nigeria.
Well, at the end of the day, it's good to see. It's refreshing to see that, cultism is no longer such a predominant thing in the Calabar metropolis and in Cross River State, at large. I remember when I was growing up, oh my goodness. So I remember one time I went to buy barbecue with my father. Oh, God have mercy. And cultism was still very, very, very much at its peak then. And we're just standing outside and boom, we heard gunshots, like serious gunshots. How this man jacked his barbecue stand and ran with it remains a mystery to me until today. Until today. Like, that local barbecue stand, right?
Yes.
How the man jacked it with so much
heat
speed,
and everything.
with the heat. It remains a mystery to me up until today.
That is where his life is dependent.
Honestly, there was a time Calabar used to be so rugged,
especially
but thank
the
God.
South.
Yes, South,
In
exactly.
fact,
I agree with
that
you.
was the reason why a lot of persons right from time never loved the South.
Yes, true. That's very true.
But of recent, it has become at least a good place.
I used to tell people that I might go for events and come back maybe around 1 a.m. and I'm confident to go home because nothing's going to happen to me. Like I walk into my street around 1 a.m., 2 a.m. and I know that I am safe. That's how safe Calabar has come to be, and we hope that it stays that way. We hope that the menace of cultism has been eradicated completely from the society that we find ourselves in Calabar and Cross River State at large. Well, that's so much you can take on the top story segment. So going back to the music, when we come back, we're moving straight to the conversation of the day. This is Abracadabra by Lady Gaga. Stay very close to your radio set. We'll be back before you know it.
I can see you and me like it was yesterday. I know it's not the same, but I'm still behind you every step of the way. Look in yourself and I'll be there, I can guide you. All the love is the same. If they send for me tomorrow, even if I leave right now, you'll find comfort there in knowing lights turn out. You can find me when the lights turn out. When the lights turn out. You can find me when the lights turn out. Oh, I got lost on the way to you in an orange sky by the ocean blue. Every mile lost, my soul renewed, taken by the sunrise and the golden view. Walking slowly in the mountains underneath the constellations. Yeah, I know that you've been waiting for me. Time is losing all its meaning, like I'm living in a dream, and I've been chasing all the feelings I need. It's in these moments with words unspoken, my eyes wide open, life tastes so sweet. It's in these moments where all I know is coming into focus, and now I see. It's in these moments. It's in these moments. Oh, I got lost on a winding road in the dark of night with the stars aglow. Heaven's up above, got me below as I head to you like the river flows. Walking slowly in the mountains underneath the constellations. Yeah, I know that you've been waiting for me. Time is losing all its meaning, like I'm living in a dream, and I've been chasing all the feelings I need. It's in these moments with words
That was Lady Gaga, and she came through with Abracadabra. Time check is 33 minutes past the hour of 9, and you're still on to the Morning Bus Show right here on Unicorn Radio International, 103.5 FM Calabar, Cross River State, Nigeria. And right now we're moving straight to the next segment of the show, which is the conversation of the day. And this is where we get to open the phone lines, 0809 4444058. I will take that again, 0809 4444058. You can send an SMS to that number or send a WhatsApp message to that same number. Get your opinions and your contributions across to us this morning. Now, it's no news that fire got sections of Spa Mall Calabar. Now, the major fire outbreak has destroyed sections of the popular Spa shopping mall in Calabar, Cross River State, with several businesses and properties reportedly affected. The fire started in the early hours of Saturday, August 22nd, 2026, at about 6 a.m., sending thick smoke across parts of the city and destroying shops and goods within one wing of the complex. Among the businesses affected were a pharmacy, electronics and shops and phone shops, a clothing outlet, and a perfumery. The Cross River State Police Command says a possible electrical fault is suspected to have caused the fire, although investigations are ongoing to establish the exact cause. There were no reported deaths from the incident, although some people were reportedly affected by smoke. Firefighters from the Cross River State Fire Service, Federal Fire Service, and University of Calabar Fire Service were involved in efforts to contain the blaze and prevent it from spreading further. Meanwhile, the police have arrested 5 persons allegedly found with stolen items within the mall during the incident. The suspects were identified as Victor Daniel, Gideon Asuquo, Okafor Michael, Ochi Joseph, and Veronica Ebi. Governor Basio too have pledged government support to businesses and individuals affected by the fire, while the National Emergency Management Agency, Cross River State Emergency Management Agency and the Nigerian Red Cross Society have commenced assessment and documentation of the losses to determine the extent of damage and immediate needs of victims. The state governments have urged residents to stay away from the affected facility and allow emergency responders and security agencies to carry out their duties. What do we make out of this?
First, I just want to say thanks to the Nigerian security operatives for, coming to the venue very on time.
Yeah.
Yeah. If not, trust me, they
The
would
kind
have
of looting that would have
looted.
happened.
In fact, if you see the way some anxious young persons were, already waiting at alert, either to cross
but
the
people are
fence
actually
and
wicked,
all of
though.
that.
Let's
are
establish
thinking
the
of
fact that most
how-
Nigerians are actually really
Yes.
wicked.
People are thinking of how they are going to secure the remaining goods
Hmm.
that they have because actually millions of naira
Millions.
they have been lost in that fire. People are trying to secure their goods, and all you can think of is how to loot
No,
them.
let's put it this way. What you can think of is how to add to their pain.
To
Because
their
that
pain,
is
yeah.
you deliberately adding to their pain.
Yeah.
Like,
And then-
how is that the first thing that you're thinking about? Like, oh my goodness.
The first thing that actually came to my mind was I would have seen a society where rather than first pulling out phones, till I
To
left
vi-
that venue, I didn't make any one picture, in any one snap. Rather, I was feeling in my heart that what if these phones were actually translated into one boil of water? They would have assisted rather than either having the intentions to loot or having the intention to just create content. Now, a lot of persons have turned it into a content now. I'm seeing a whole lot of AI generated videos and
The
photos
avatar-
currently,
avatar
trending
video.
and all of that. And so, like I said, I started by thanking the Cross River State Police for responding swiftly, because if not, the entire of that place would maybe have looted half of it. Everything would have gone and all of that. So, and when they came earlier on, they have to block and all of. But the
And
first
also,
truck,
the Nigerian army was also on standby.
yes,
Mm.
yes, yeah, Operation Aquak and all
Mm.
of that, they were all in there. Now, the first truck of fire service that came in there, I literally didn't see that truck properly. I didn't know which of them was that, but it was rumored outside because the population there was massive to the extent that you could even
And I'm sure
hardly
half of the
walk safely.
population just
Do you
kept
understand?
videoing.
Man, that is it. So that was how the first thing that came to my mind was, what if these persons have translated into one boil of water? And then I take a look again. I think there are a lot of things to actually take, a lot of points I actually take from that particular scenario.
But let's quickly open the phone lines and ask this question, right? Who should take the blame for the fire? The mall management, or the affected businesses, or the electricity provider, or the regulators? Who should take responsibility for this fire? Because mind you, they said that it was suspected to be an electrical fault.
spark, yeah.
And a lady who is a vendor there said she experienced. Okay, we have a call right now. Let's take this call quickly. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning,
Yeah,
Mr.
good
Good
Casey.
morning.
My people, good morning.
Good
I
morning,
greet
Mr.
you,
Good morning,
Casey.
special.
Casey.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. I just want to contribute more
Okay.
for the fire incident that took place recently in Portugal. The truth of the story is this: you see that shopping mall, huh? Yeah, is very very congested. As far as I'm concerned, very very congested. A lot of business are going on. I don't know if they don't have proper people that regulate business inside there. It's not like Alaba International Market whereby, they lock up everywhere exactly by 5 p.m. You are out of that place and you're not supposed to leave any single bulb on while you are locking up the shops. And you don't cook inside the shop. These are the rules and regulations governing Alaba International Market. This is in order to contain this kind of incident that we have recently. But
Yeah.
in this case, it's not like that. I'm not seeing all this I'm mentioning happening in that very place.
Okay.
Everybody was doing things randomly. Like they no concern at all. There was a woman the smallest item there, which is electronics business,
Yeah.
was 700,000 naira. That was how the woman stock her shop in that very place. So the smallest product there was 700,000, and there's no goods left out. Everything was captured out by a fire incident. So for how long will you continue blaming, pointing, accusing finger? Who to blame is the government. Failing to put because if there's fire service, a place like this supposed to have a fire service standby. You get the point.
Yeah.
Just like Unica have theirs. They're supposed to have a tanker standing by. Know that this is the people wealth that line up there. You understand what I'm saying? And this is the people that have the breadwinners, and the rest of them are there doing business in order to have. They have for how long? We continue having such a thing like this. And once this thing done, nobody seems to do something, come and then say, okay, enough is enough. This is what you have come up with. But with everybody, just living their normal life. It's very, very bad. The government and the people that are supposed to be blamed for this incident. Because enough is enough. Business has suffered in this controversy in the hands of these people. Thank you very much for having me.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Casey, for calling. To enjoy the rest of your day.
He said there's something very, very that I realized yesterday while having the question with my brother. There's supposed to be a fire department in that mall. That mall is large enough to have a fire department. Not just fire extinguishers, maybe water pump, whatever. There's supposed to be a fire department.
No, you said water pumps. If we even had water pumps in the mall, I believe that the fire could have been curtailed to a very large extent before the fire department.
I think according to them they were, but it was overwhelmed at some point. Yeah, so that's why they couldn't use it at some point in time. But then again, it was suspected that it was an electrical fire, right?
Okay, let's quickly play these audio so we have more context.
A victim, I am a victim. I am a victim. My husband's shop is already down. I don't know the fate of my own. I don't know the fate of my own. The fire started yesterday night before I left. My bulb blew and we saw smoke, and I called the maintenance team. They came and switched something off, and they said they would do something this morning. On our tenant platform, people started complaining that their shops were having fluctuation of light, and I equally dropped my own. That our shop, we don't know what is happening. Only for me to be called from the church this morning, the fire entered the mall.
Now, from that audio, you can tell that, there was a level of incompetence with the maintenance team.
Okay.
Now, somebody complained. As a matter of fact, everybody on the tenant group chats complained that something is wrong with the electrical supply of the mall, and the right thing to do was for the maintenance units to swing into action immediately, because billions of naira is inside that mall. So they should have, swung into action immediately to curtail any form of explosion or fire outbreak. Now look at it. Now I'm pretty sure they said, okay, maybe tomorrow morning when we come, we're going to look into it. And now we are here.
According to what I heard, they said they were trying to fix something. And hence the whole electrical maintenance or whatever. They were trying to fix something. And probably it didn't go the way it was supposed to. Now, for an electrical fire, you don't use water. You do not use water. There's a particular type of fire extinguisher I use. I think they use Class C fire extinguisher for these things. And that's why I said a fire department and some trained fire personnel. That mall is big. There are a lot of things happening in that mall. There are restaurants that cook, that do live cooking in those restaurants. There are phone shops also. In fact, they have a bakery. Someone has a bakery. They use ovens and everything. So fire can come from any point in time. And then they have heavy electricals above the space, the roof of this particular mall, there needs to be a fire department on standby. So that anything that happens, they know that they are trained enough. Okay, what was the cause of this fire? What extinguisher we use? Because I hope you guys know that there are different types of extinguishers.
And with the fact that there are different types of extinguishers, I believe that the fire service department is responsible for ensuring that facilities like this meet the fire safety standards, because there should be a fire service a fire safety standard for every facility. And a facility like Spa that has a lot of open fire, bakery, and all of that, there should be a certain fire safety standard that should be met and inspected by the fire service department.
And then that department goes at least possibly
there should be a routine.
Checks.
Yes,
exactly. Do checks either at the end of every business day or possibly at the end of the week. You do checks. Is there any live wire that could cause any form of problems? You check the shops that are there. Is there anything that would cause fire at this point? The restaurants adhering to the safety protocols, the fire safety protocols? Are they doing this because
is the facility equipped for a fire emergency?
Exactly. Now you see, I said something, I think on Thursday. I said there's how we twat the little things that could cause big problems. And we keep doing this thing a lot. We keep doing this a lot. How many? Should we say the 6th fire incident that's happening in Cross River State in this year alone? And it's actually sad because unfortunately we can't even tell whether there will not be more later on. But we need to curb what we can curb now. There needs to be trained personnel. Fire is not something that you take lightly, and fire can be caused by a lot of reasons, a lot of things. I was open to there was a particular class we did. We said it's not every fire use water. It's not every fire uses fire extinguisher. There's how you would know how to solve a situation when you are trained enough to understand the type of situation you are in. And unfortunately, we trust it and see it as nothing. Meanwhile, it's a full department abroad. Like, people go and study for this. They are firemen. They study. They don't just wear all those their attire and carry just water. You think it's just water that's in their truck? They are trained personnel. They know what they are doing. I said something about making sure that they adhere to standards, making sure that there's an agency to checkmate the fire department. As much as there are people that are checking the fact that there are fire extinguishers in cars and everything, there should be, that okay, you are building or establishing a very large establishment. There should be agencies coming to checkmate that okay, this thing meets all safety standards.
But I bet you the agency responsible for tax will be there every day.
Exactly.
Whenever tax is due, the agency will be there.
Exactly.
Live and direct.
And it is actually very sad that we talk little things and then we put importance on things that actually make no sense at all. And my brother made something he said something. There's people that probably collected loans to establish those businesses.
Somebody said, a lady said she recently restocked her store with over 700 million. I can only imagine.
And then some people are making jest of it. Some people are joking about it. Some people do videos and then they complain. Some people will stand there and complain that the fire service department is not doing their job and everything. You are standing there, you are videoing it.
And then funny, when the fire service came in, when the truck was coming in, you could see how people blocked the road. And then funny how I literally didn't get it right when motorists, rather than giving way, everybody was in fact, they were driving inside. They were driving, if not for probably the security team, they wanted to drive all their vehicles and leave the major roads and come inside if they want to see. And then when the truck came in,
is it a tourist site for God's sake?
It was now difficult for the fire service truck to actually make its way easily down to the venue. So it's as sad as that. So whenever there are emergencies like this, please, if you can't go there on foot, please park your car in a far distance.
Why would you even?
Let's say this fire actually.
Why are you going there? Why are you going
now,
there?
There is even one other video trending in I think is it Delta or one of these states where a fuel tanker actually fell and people were scooping fuel deep down that particular.
That's a normalcy in Nigeria.
Do you understand? And so it still boils down to here now.